like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
Alright, cool, we are jumping straight into it. How is everyone doing today? I've been tweaking some things here and there, and I hope everything is running smoothly. So how's everyone doing today? Let's see, I see Quan, Chris, Hack, Havoc, Phantom, Fluffing, Every Grunt, Ninja, Quan with the 17 months sub. Sick of my shit? No, are you not sick of my shit yet? Wanna play some Smashy Bros? That's the ideal horror game. Also, hey there, 004873. What do I call you? I'll say that I'm game. What's up? Hey there, so Stein, Quan, I'm game. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Was everything look and sound okay? Just wanted to double check that. Also, Ninja with a 2 years sub though. 2 years of the French invading Belgium again. Speaking of which, Ninja, I think Kuvira wants to say something to you.
Ninja is shit. Ha.
The spaghetti was good actually. It was really it's been a while since I've made spaghetti. It's been, I think, a month, 2 months since I've made spaghetti, and that is very unorthodox for me, so... Hello, Lord Babbage, what's up? Welcome to Instant Gaming. No small talk, well, we can small talk at the same time, but... I do hope that things are looking and sounding okay, though. Yeah, rice and mackerel, that's also been a while, though, I'll say it right. It's also been a really long time, though. But I'm really trying to make sure that it is indeed more or less that way. By the way, I also noticed that I should learn to talk slower, because I feel like sometimes I just stumble on my own words, and therefore it is kind of difficult sometimes to understand what I'm saying. So I figured maybe I should pay a little bit more attention to speaking a little bit slower to all of you, so that's, yeah, no mumbo jumbo is being said. Also, hated Chuck, what's up? God damn it, that's not what I meant. That is not what I meant. But, yeah, that is, a thing that I wanted to be... Well, thank you so very much for the sub, though. Would I call you 00? But then it sounds like 007, and I'm not exactly a huge fan of, like, James Bond or anything like that. Dude, I remember the last James Bond movie that I saw in the theaters, that is, was... Which one was it? It goes way back, the one with Pierce Brosnan, where they're, like, driving, like, on ice and shit like that. Is it Wait, James Bond. Die Another Day? I think it's that. Yeah, that one. 2002. Holy shit. Yeah, like my dad is like a crazy James Bond fan. Like he has the entire collection and shit like that. But yeah, it's Die Another Day that my dad saw. He was like, yeah, come on, Tabby, let's go watch James Bond. Like, yeah, sure, whatever. Cause like he was a fan like of all the older ones too. And yeah, that was that's just my dad. But I should take him to the theaters some night. I want to take him to the theaters to go watch the new The Naked Gun because he's a huge fan of slapstick humor, like with Leslie Nielsen, basically. So he's a really big fan of that. Honestly, like I said, I'm not exactly a James Bond fan, so I wouldn't really be able to tell. But that was some gross activity. Not a hunt though, otherwise I would have been super dead. But we are pro at this game, right? I have indeed seen that. That was ghostwriting. This is also handy with this camera thing, that it also kind of tells you what's happening on screen. As before, people had to figure out like if they were skilled enough in the game or knowledgeable enough of the game, that therefore they would know what's going on. As for here, the game basically like now shows you, maybe it's the camera too? Could be the camera that is basically telling, like if it's the higher tier camera, that you are therefore being shown what is actually happening on the camera. So what I do know about 100% is that I cannot be a wraith, but it stepped through salt, so it's not a wraith. So now the question is, which one of these other fuckers is it going to be? Spirit, Poltergeist, Mare, Revenant, Shade, Demon, Myling, Moroi, Diogen, or Thay? And again, the one on the bottom right, or the last one, the Thay, is the most annoying part. Demon could also be a bit of a threat, but we'll see how things go. Do we need more hunters? Always more than welcome. Currently, just gonna try something here with, said ghosty ghost. Alright, let's see here. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you a bitch? Are you pizza? Are you French? Where are you? Are you a bitch? Are you a motherfucker? Where are you? Wait. Thing. Fucking thing. Read. I don't know if this thing, Ghosts, do you wish to communicate with me, you bitch? 1v1 me in real Phasmo. Hello there, ghosts. Do you like pineapple on pizza? If you're gonna tap me, I think that proves it. But, we do have an EMF 5. We are dealing with yet another Myling. Mylings are chill. Mylings are... They're just a little bit tricky when they're hunting. Other than that, they are... You know, they're just fine. Mylings aren't a threat. Watch me die now. But, indeed. Ghosties, it's a Myling. Okay, cool. We have nothing to fear. It's just a Myling. Also, Kwan, why are you thinking about Coom again? Why does it always have to be about Coom with you? No, it was just footsteps. We are discovering where the ghost is, and what it is going to do, and how spooky things are going to be. And now we're just gonna roam around the house freely, because a ghost cannot kill us, at this percentage. So we're just gonna roam around a little bit and just, see if we can find the cursed object. We already have the bone. So, this is free game, we can do whatever we want. Also, Ryuten, thank you so very much for the 100 biddies, I really appreciate it. Do take care of yourself first and foremost, okay? No obligations to give me anything, the only thing that I want is your happiness, so... Your happiness. Like you could only be happy when you have a happiness. Sorry, grade A underage joke. But, at least we should have that. We have a ghost picture. There we go. So that's handy. See, but Mylings are chill. Little Myling, well, little. The dude's not little whatsoever. But... Oh, right, didn't we... Wasn't it a Ouija board? Did I... Hang on, where did I... Am I tripping? Am I thinking about things? Where's the thing? I'm just trying to find something here. Yeah, it is, see? You know, just for safety's sake, because we're gonna tinker around with that Ouija board, or as many Americans like to call it, the Ouija board. How the fuck does Ouija spell Ouija board? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Can you read? Alright, let's see if this thing works. I would like for this thing to work. Let's see here. Where are you? Alright. How many pickles can you fit up your ass? How many pickles can you fit up your ass? I guess not. Yeah, it didn't want me to, I really didn't like that. It was hunting, so again, this is why I was taking safety precautions with the incense thing so that it would just, you know, fuck off a little bit. But yeah, apparently it didn't like my question of how many pickles can you fit up your ass, so I don't think that he wants to answer that. I'll say, hey there, Aster, what's up?
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
And there we go. Look at that money, even though we were fucking around with a ghost most of the time. Still, it was still very fun to do so. See, the Ouija board, and again, the most fun card that you can get, or the most fun quest object rather, is the tarot cards, because it allows you to just gamble a little bit. It's just fun to be playful with the ghost in this thing, while also risking your own life in this game. Not to mention, the Ouija board basically is a bit the same thing. but you can ask it specific questions, but apparently the pickles thing is something that they did not like, so they were like, you don't get to know how many pickles I can shove up my ass. See, the thing is, I almost have every card. There's only one card that I don't have yet. The only card that I don't have yet is the insta-kill card. I have every other card, as you can see here, but... yeah. I don't have the insta-kill card, so I have not been, like, insta-killed by the tarot cards this entire time. So, yeah, lucky me, I guess. So even if I would pull that card, that would still be considered a win for me, considering that I don't have that card yet. But I have everything else, though. And as you can see here, like, even though I have the death card basically makes the ghost hunts. That's it. By the way, I did notice something that for some reason the tits thing don't exactly work as I hoped it would. Because normally what should happen is whenever you use emotes, they should like drop on my head as well. And I don't know why it doesn't do so. Which is weird, so I'm just gonna check around here. These are the objects. This is connected. Again, it's weird that it doesn't do so. Because you see the emails, like if you use emails, you see them appear, but you don't see them being dropped on me. Normally that should happen, so I don't know why it doesn't do that. Oh wait, it's not in Tits, it's in VTube Studio. Okay. So it's new for VTube Studio, click the setting icon and scroll all the way down to the bottom. If you have the most recent updates, there'll be a little section called Twitch settings. Login, activate, login, activate. Okay, so VTube Studios has been being stupid. So let's see here, settings go all the way down to the bottom. I'm just checking here. I am connected, why is it not? Fucking do the thing, connect, damn it. I don't know if this is the thing that I should be connecting, but we'll see. There we go. That's what we needed. We needed those things to be bouncing around. It works. Alright, so as I was saying, the only card that I don't have yet is the insta-kill card, so that's why I'm actually trying to get myself killed in this game by that card, but we're not getting those cards.
We've arrived.
Oh, wait, yeah, shit, what? Did people want to join, right? You wanted to join, right?
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you. I've gathered a list of other hunters asking for help.
For those who would like to join, you can join this way. Alright, let's see. I'll say that, Art, I do hope you're feeling okay, though. Do take care of yourself properly, alright? Rest up well. At the moment, or what we will do in the meantime, is get absolutely spooked. Well, not me, Ride is gonna get spooked. Well, let's do this. Fuck's sakes, Ride, if you don't ready up this instant, I will kick you from the game. Alright, cool. Anyone who would like to join that actually knows how to ready up and click buttons? I would say try to rejoin and we'll see. I didn't break shit.
I've prepared some jobs
I
for you.
didn't break anything, you just don't know how to click buttons. Also, Twitch drops, there are Twitch drops. Let's see, this is interesting. Drops campaigns are a fun way to get in-game loot. If the channel is participating... Oh wait, it's already done, oops. Never mind. There goes the thing. Maybe they will make another one for Halloween. You'll see a message at the top for drop campaign, how to earn. Okay, I feel like for Halloween they're probably gonna do something similar.
I've gathered a list of other hunters asking for help.
By the way, I'm riding as much as I can with my motorcycle because it saves up a lot of money too on gas, right? So for example, per week on average with my car, I would need to, let's say, pay around 55-ish euros per week, that is, right? Like for a full week of gas, something along those lines, right? Like I have a small car, needs a little bit of frequent refilling and whatever. But with my motorcycle, I would only need to pay around like maybe, let's say, 20 euros, something like that. So yeah, it's really nice. So it saves up a shitload of money. So that's why I'm gonna use my motorcycle as much as I can to save not only the mileage on my car, but also to save up on money that I use for gas.
Hello.
Let's do this ride. Ready up. Okay, you already up. Never mind. Let's go. We can play. And
All right, we're here. Take the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
look at that, everyone. Rides can click buttons. Applause for rides. Everyone
Harmless, but be
dicks out for ride clicking buttons. By the way, you know what's gonna suck though? Devour. Like if we're gonna play that though, we are going to be shitting ourselves constantly. Such is Devour in a nutshell with this with that game. We all Rito Chrono. What's up? By the way, just a little PSA for all Europeans or even American, never mind, for everyone, right? For everyone across the globe. If people come here to Belgium, legally that is, we welcome you with open arms, especially if you are able to do, like for those that seek to work here, for example. Like the pay is not bad, like compared to other European countries, right? The pay is actually really good for the things, especially manual labor is really rewarded like crazy in here. For example, electricians, fucking, whatchamacallit, plumbers, for example, right? So manual labor like that is paid a shitload amount, because it's something that less and less people do, and therefore, like anything like that will make bank here basically. Because Lunt has also said it before that Lunta's dad is an electrician, and I remember. When I stayed like at his place, for example, like he was loaded though. Like, he had a very fancy house, so that's why, like again, that is evidence of like of course he worked tirelessly, but he was like, they had a very nice house. They had a super crazy house. But again, that is if it's legal, right? If you're here legally, we welcome you with open arms. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be absolutely fine, and we welcome it. I cannot recommend you anything right now because if you're not a Belgian like citizen, then there's no points for you to, or for me to send you some kind of a resume anyway. Unless you want to, travel from whatever country you're from to whoever's listening to Belgium, that is on you. But otherwise, yeah, it doesn't really matter. If you're not a Belgian citizen, then it's stupid to apply, because then they will, ask for your national security number here, which you won't have because you're not a Belgian citizen. That's what I mean with, if you're legally here, you'll be fine. Of course, there are people that are from the border, like between, for example, France and Belgium. There might be some cases here and there where you can commute back and forth. But that's something that you then have to look for, something close by to get that done.
Some depth projection.
All right. Let's see here, Ghost Team. Ghosty Goo. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? How old are you? Are you cold? No, you can basically do. There's people that do that, by the way. There's people who move to Belgium like for a couple of years, basically work like crazy, and then with the wealth that you have, then convert that to whatever currency you're moving. Like for example, here in Belgium, there's a lot of people that work and then move over to like some kind of random Asian country, like Thailand or something like that, or something like that. Some place cheap, basically in Asia, and then basically retire right then and there because they have built up enough wealth that in other countries they are basically rich as fuck. Well, for the Americans out there, the money is actually gonna be more or less the same as far as I can tell. By the way, you might want to get out of there or you're dead. That was the last crucifix burn. Either place a new crucifix or die, you can pick. Also, we have EMF, do we have EMF, I think? Yeah, we have EMF 5 and Ghost Orbs, so those are the two things that I can tell that we have.
I also had, I heard some laughs.
It was scary. I don't like it here, Batman. Quickly, where's the crucifix? Where's the crucifix? Tabby, where are the crucifix? We're out of crucifix. Oh god. Excuse me, blends in so well. Excuse me, Tabby. Excuse me.
Don't blame me on the can't you read part.
It's definitely gonna be a can you read thing, or can you fuckhead see the crucifix was right in front of you?
It blends into the wall. It's all silvery.
Alright, cool. So I did see that thing as well, that dots projection, meaning that yeah, it's going to be a Raiju. Raijus aren't exactly dangerous, they are just speedy near they're just speedy near electrical equipment. So yeah, you have one more crucifix burn left before that thing will actually kill you. So you have good luck with that. But normally we know what ghost it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to take a picture before we head out. I will not miss this photo. Anyway, I'm getting out. I don't like it here, Batman.
Yeah, I don't like it here. We did get some dot projection and some EMF 5. Oh, there's Ghost Orb. I see it. Abby.
I mean, you mentioned my name, so what's up? What did you want to tell me?
They got Ghost Orbs. I saw it like the very brink of it.
We already know what the thing is.
I just literally saw it like a gleaming light there, like there, right there. You see? It's like way up above. There you go. See, Ghost Orb.
Anyway, make sure that you have the Raijin circle, then we're good to go.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
I'm about to shoot some hoops.
All right, Mr. Shoot Some Hoops, get your ass ready for the game. We are gonna go into a lovely, totally not spooky farmhouse. Enjoy.
Hell yeah. Nothing. I'll be fine.
Shiro, it is my spaghetti. I have made the spaghetti.
There's so many rooms here. My goodness.
Now, this is indeed a bit of a fancy house, but this is also something that I remember you guys saying about, you know, American houses while I was in a VC with you guys, and it was where we were comparing the houses of, you know, European houses and American houses, right? The vast majority of European houses are built like, you know, actual houses, basically, you know, with rock and everything, like heavy material. Whereas in the United States, the vast majority of the houses that I've seen are just all these flimsy, wooden, crappy things that just get blown away easily. No wonder that there are a million damages whenever there's some kind of a tornado here. Yeah, whereas our houses, like, my house is, aside from my roof, of course, made out of solid rock, so... For me, it is made out of rock. You know those, like, hang on, let me look up something.
Again, no cold breath, nothing, any paranormal activities. Have I done something wrong?
Like, I'm trying to find a good example of a house, basically. But basically, if you Google, like, 70s rock house, for example, and the first image that you see, it's basically, like, kind of like that, you know, with, like, rock and stuff and whatever the fuck. It's basically like that, because my house is from the 70s, so, like, it is a older house, got, like, renovated here and there. But it is indeed an old house. Actually, I could go, actually, there's a lot of newer people here that haven't seen the Sims thing yet. I could show you something. Hey, let me show you something. That's okay, Kroner. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. But we will continue our ghosty adventures and see if we can find the ghosty goo. So, I'm just gonna look around now that the house has heated up properly. Go look around with my thermometer and see if I can find the ghost. Ghosts. Potential ghosts. Potential spooky ghosts that hopefully will not one-shot me, please. Please do not be an early hunting ghost, because this map sucks if it is an early hunting ghost. This map is booty. Booty like a some booty. Whenever a fast ghost is in this house, because there's little hiding spots. And it is going to suck. It is going to suck major dick the moment that the ghost starts hunting, then I am most likely dead. So therefore, I need to find something, someplace, where the ghost may or may not be. But there are indeed a lot of places here. But so far, no sign of activity just yet. But we do be okay for now. I just hope that the ghost is gonna be nice and friendly. Not a early hunting ghost. I do not wish to harm you, ghost. I just want to know what's going on. I have no ill intention, the ghost. I'm just trying to help. Even though I have no idea where you are.
Searching this whole entire house, I have found nothing.
we have a very big problem. The ghost is in the attic, so that's gonna suck. So yeah, the ghosts being in the attic is going to be a bit of a problem, so you have to go all the way to the most upstairs floor. Have fun with that.
Okay, no problem.
Hello there,
We're
Dans.
here
What's
to
up? How are
explore some
things?
ghost hunting.
Alright, so we do have ghost writing, so that is something that we can already check out. Also, yeah, Hater Red, Hater Dans, what's up? Yeah, like after this game, I could show you a little something on The Sims. Let me show you something. Sorry, it's just too funny. That guy is just too funny. By the way, we are all surviving. It's fine. We're absolutely not gonna die terrible deaths. Absolutely not. I am sure that everyone will get out of here unscathed.
I got 1.2 Celsius on my freaking thermometer.
Just had cereal. I will eat some more spaghetti. Like, I already ate spaghetti, but I will eat even more spaghetti when, or when I, go, or before I go to work. Alright, yeah, need something that you could be looking for in that room is for footprints. So what you can do is drop some salt and then use a UV light in case they step over it.
Okay, okay.
Alright, which ones the salt are, actually? Is it this kind of green bottle? This one?
It's, yeah, this glass bottle thing. You might also want to take the second crucifix and then basically these 3 items on the floor. Take these 3.
Yeah, I already got it. Alright, we're good.
I'll come back whenever I see progress.
The Adventures of Riot Games with Ghosts.
You said it's just in this room? Or you meant for like the attic?
So basically what you can do is you go to the room and then you place it so that the area covers, well, that the crucifix basically covers the entire area, so...
Okay. I'll go back up in the attic and just put some salt there. Unless you already did.
So be sure to place some salt and then get your UV thing ready and see if you can see footprints, that is.
Happy. Oh, yep. Walk through the salt.
Yeah, to walk through the salt, but grab your UV light and see if you can see footprints, but I get the feeling that it's not going to be an option. Yeah, it's not going to be UV, it's not going to be EMF, so what we're looking for is either ghost orbs or spirit box. There should be a spirit box in there. Try talk to the ghosts, like ask it questions like, where are you? How old are you? Are you cold? Like, you know, general speaking kind of things. But beware, these ghosts, these 2 options that we have, they are dangerous though, so...
Alright, gotcha. Okay, I don't like it being here. Bro just walk up to me and just says, hey, how are you?
Are we getting any responses from the spirit box, or...
Hold on, I'm still testing out. Nah, it doesn't seem like we have a spare one.
The thing is, like, it's either one of these options is dangerous, but one of the options is a way safer thing to counter. The problem is, if it isn't the spirit box thing, we are dealing with one of the most dangerous ghosts in the entire game, so that's why we have to be very careful. Sadly enough, I'm not picking up any ghost orbs so far.
Okay, so,
By the way, the Canoa, what's up? Welcome in.
yeah, so far we got nothing much. And other than the projector and writing. Here, I'll try the spirits box one more time. box, Tabby.
Alright, so if he has spirit box, this is a Diogen then. The Diogen is a doable ghost though. Whatever you do, when it is hunting, keep moving. That's the only thing that you can do to counter it, to not die. It cannot kill you as long as you keep moving.
I'm already behind you.
Well, basically what we can do is we can go back inside and I can show you. The only thing that we need is a place where we can basically loop around the ghost, like a table or something that we can circle around it. Also, you might want to bring a regular flashlight. Your UV thing or your night vision thing will be constantly blurred, so having a flashlight on you is going to be helpful.
Got it.
Okay, just to let you know, this ghost in particular, right? So don't take any sandy things. Don't take any sandy things. We're gonna make the ghost hunts, right? So it's just that I want to show you what the Diogen is all about. That the moment that you see this, or that you know for a next game, oh, it's a Diogen, then you know that there's not really something to fear as long as you can move, right? So that's what I'm gonna show you. Notes that the Diogen always knows where you are, but the closer that it is to you, the slower that it moves. So even if we are walking, like without sprints, it will still not be able to kill us. So that's why if you are cornered, you're dead. But if you can keep moving, you're not dead. You're gonna be perfectly fine. Just don't run into it, of course.
Okay, so playing Ring of Honor Rosie. Gotcha. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, this is ideal. This is ideal. This table, we can circle around it. So it's just gonna go. It's gonna be super speedy towards us. Don't worry about that. So just be careful not to run into it.
I cue the Benny Hill music.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is, so in case it hunts, just run to that table or run around in circles, okay? What I'm just gonna bring some extra light so that we have just a little bit of extra visibility.
Why do I feel like you're just gonna sit there and just watch the content?
Ah, let there be light. And this ghost sure is taking its time. Yeah, we did it.
There we go. See?
Now let's get out.
Not that bad. Deogens are fun, and do you know why they're fun? Fun story. They're actually a Belgian ghost. No joke. It's basically from a folklore where there is a dark cloud basically with eyes just basically looking at you always from a distance, and that is why they implemented that in here. So it's basically that gimmick. Like, it isn't really harmful, but it will find you anyway and will always look at you but never attack you as long as you keep moving.
Thanks for the story, Tabby. I learned so much now. Thank you for the story, and I mean it.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
See, there we go. The funny part is that they named the ghosts Diogen, but actually it's supposed to be in two words, being, or it's saying in Flemish, de ogen, which means or translates to the eyes. That's basically what it is. So, like, if you look it up, let's see. I can let me link you this. It's basically like this. I've linked it in the chat. It's basically that.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm gonna take back the video.
Alright, but that'll be it for Phasmo, as I want to show something, you know, that we were talking about houses. So it's gonna be a little bit more of story time, or basically, story time with Tabby, I guess. Also, hey, Chunker, what's up?
I was gonna make a funny edit with us chasing from the ghost. With the Benny Hill music, honestly. That'll be funny. You can have that in your shorts.
I do thank you, though, Riots. I do thank you for playing. Hope you enjoyed. And let's get this thing going now. Let me see here. Never heard of that? Well, there you go. See? But it's indeed, it's like, that's why the Diogen is indeed it's a Belgian thing. Alright, it's gonna be a little bit quiet for now, but that's because I'm currently setting something up, and booting up this game is super fucking loud, so... By the way, we got a mail recently of, let's see, what was I playing? just want to have the latest one. Was it this one? Which save file was it? I think it was this one then. But we got an email from the St. Jude's Hospital thing that they have reached their goal and then some. That's the support that or the donation thingy that we have done did indeed reach his goal, and I'm more than happy and proud to be able to contribute to that. I forgot how much I actually donated, but it is something. And yeah, they did it. We did it for the kids. Alright, I am going to do something very fun that I haven't done in a very long time. Basically, since that we have a lot of newer people here, with that I mean, like, you know, Heck, for example, is not exactly new, but still hasn't seen this thing in particular. So that's why I'm going to show it right now real quick for the last bit of the stream. And basically, I will show you some things here and there about myself. Basically, I'm gonna show you my house. Recreated in The Sims. How to dox myself while also not actually doxing myself.
Extra thick!
So essentially, what you can do is just imagine this house in particular being just a tiny bit smaller, basically, because sizing in The Sims, you cannot really have precise measurements and whatever. But basically, you know what I mean with like the houses? We were talking about the houses, how they were made of rock and things like that. It's basically something like this that I have, right? So, yeah, my house is something like that. Actually, if I would say from Lunta's point of view, because he has been to my house before, I think, yeah, he said that minus some sizing issues, aside from that, it's like 95% accurate, basically. Because again, with The Sims, you cannot have like exact measurements. That's why it looks a bit bigger than it is, but actually it is quite accurate. So yeah, there you go. This would be my level block of a house. I don't know if Heck's watching, because I feel like Heck is gonna be like, oh my god. Also, Chunker, did you see this? That's also something that I'm kind of interested in. I'm not interested, how would I say it? There we go. Yeah, Chris will be able to see it. Also, hey, this is Zombie Game Boy. What's up? Thank you so very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. And I do hope that you're having a wonderful day. But this is indeed basically, you know, my house. So if you would enter, this is what you would see. I have like a shoe thingy here, and then like the jacket thingy, coat hanger thing. And then, yeah, this is like the hallway, and then there's like a marble stairs upstairs, and then some shelf thingies. And then there's like an entire room here that I have that I don't use whatsoever, right? I'm actually like hoping for someone to be my roommate so they can live here and also would be easier to, pay the bills and, split the cost and whatever. But I do have like a giant room here that is basically one big bedroom for literally anything or anyone to use. And then I have a little extra storage room here next to it that's, that is just, full with crap and stuff and whatever. So just like that, just like some stuff here and there. How much for the room? Actually, it would be super cheap. It would be like 600 or something like that. Like 600 euros that I would charge for it, something like that. More than doable. Like in today's day and age, that is a steal though. Like it's 600, and then of course you are allowed to use everything, downstairs, like the oven, the kitchen, the whatever the fuck's, the laundry thing. But of course you have to pay the bills as well for gas, electricity, all that stuff, right? Water. But then you can use everything else, right? That's fine. And then you have the living room here. Not much going on in my living room. I have just a big sofa thingy, and then like a table, TV table thing, and then a TV stand thingy, whatever, with a console. And then next to that is where my cat thing is. Like the pictures that I have from Kavir on Kavir and Zatanna on the, like in a Discord, it's basically in this corner that it is. So, and it's separated like this, like from the kitchen. It's basically like this. So yeah, this is basically, hate to miss the house tour. Wow. Got stuff to do? Okay, Jonker, that's okay. Do take care, alright? This is my kitchen. This is my kitchen. It's very, very retro with like cupboards and thingies and whatever. I have an oven, but I have like this thing instead. But it's basically a oven. And on the other side we have the stove and with the microwave, and then next to that the fridge. So yeah. See, it's all kind of stuff. All this stuff. Then we have the pantry as well. Next to the pantry is my only toilet that I have. I only have one. So, like pantry with all food and drinks and whatever the fuck and random crap. And then next to that we have like a little connecting area basically. Where there's a little extra sink. That's usually for like dirtier stuff and whatever. Like if I have to do some cleanup and whatever, I use this one rather than the kitchen one. Where I have my laundry sink and, a separate room for laundry where the boiler is. And this is indeed a virtual tour of my house, so don't worry about that. And then next to that, we have a tiny bathroom, where there's my shower and the sink. Yeah, that's it. A very fun thing. And next to that, we have our garage thing with the barrels of everything. It looks way cleaner. Like IRL, there's just loads of shit in here. But yeah, this is my garage then. All kinds of crap. Regular garage stuff. And then if you go upstairs, which is the interesting part, right? So if you go upstairs, then the first room to the left is another empty room that I use whenever I do my archery stuff, right? So I try to recreate it when I do archery streams, right? So I have a laptop here, like my first like crappy laptop that still works, that I only use it to check on the chat. Basically what I do is I shoot down range from one room to the other to my target. That's how I do the archery streams. So it's upstairs, so yeah, that's how I do it. But basically this room, like there's like drawers in here and other cabinets and things that that I can use here. But then again, it's an empty room. It's an empty room that I don't use. So that's another thing. That is another thing that I could rent out to someone, right? So it's another place just in case. Yeah, this is then my dressing room basically. So yes, I have two giant clothing drawer thingies and then those hanger thingamajigs for all my clothes. Not that I have many clothes. Like this one in particular, for example, right here, like this dressing thing, whatever, wardrobe thing, is actually empty. I don't use this one. I only use the one for me, which is this one here on the right. That's it. That is this one dressing room thing. And of course, if anyone would be living here, then they can use a second dress. Like it's bigger than mine, so they can use this wardrobe thing. Then this here would be my bedroom. There's nothing much really going on here. Just a regular bed and some thingies, some mini, what do you call it, nights thingies, night tables, nights, some things, whatever. Now with a TV, and that's usually like whenever I'm sick, for example, this is what I do. I just sit here, just lie down and just watch TV, or use my laptop to connect to it and talk to you guys that way. But yeah, that is basically my room. Very simple, nothing much going on really. But then the interesting part is maybe before we go there, there's a little middle section here where Kuvira and Tatana have extra litter boxes, basically, right? A whole section specifically for them so they can have their poopsies and their pissies right there. But then the interesting part is right here. My room where I am right now. This is basically my thing where I stream. Right now, as we speak, I would be sitting right here. So yeah, there's like posters everywhere, and then with the sofa behind me. I removed the table so I could use it for VR stuff. So I have space to move and not bump into shit. And that is indeed, as you can see here, a microwave. Yes, I do have a microwave in my room. It is handy just in case that I microwave something and I go back upstairs, and then by the time that I actually eat it, if it's cold again, I can just shove it in there and I'm good to go. It's a backup microwave, right? But yeah, that's basically kind of the layout. And then, of course, you have this weirdo over here. Don't pay attention to her. That's no one importance. There's absolutely no need to be there's no need to be figuring out things, or there's no need to be seeing anything important here. Honestly, no. Honestly, no, she doesn't. She doesn't take showers regularly. Like, I heard that a while ago that apparently she hasn't showered for the entire week and shit like that. Yeah, it's a very, she's very sticky. She's extremely stinky. Hello, there's Shids. What's up? Welcome in. But yeah, see? Actually, let's make this goober a little bit more accurate. I need to change something. Let's see here.
Zomboom Inabosh.
I don't know why there's gray in there, but it's kind of weird. Why is there gray in there? Like I'm trying to find... I think we'll go with this then. Yeah, this is gonna be more accurate. Dude, I am not that chunky though. Hang on. Why is my character so chunky? I think my character just let herself go.
Oh. Oh. Schwab. The.
Extra thick!
One Ray.
Hang on, I am not that chunky though. I am not that chunky. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I am just literally not that chunky. I need to be sure that things are proportionate, okay? Just being sure that things are the way that they are. And I feel like this may be a bit better. This may be a bit better.
Oh my god! Wow!
I am not that chunky, but my thighs aren't that chunky either, though. So just a little bit. I think
Ah.
something like this would be more accurate. Something like this, I thought. Yeah, something like this. There we go. There we go. See, now this goober looks a little bit more accurate, so I can live with this. And actually that's, again, literally what I'm wearing right now. Why the heck want me to do the tour again? But yeah, this is a bit more accurate. This is a bit more accurate. There we go. Be delighted. Yes, how to dox myself without actually doxing myself. So, behold, well, TLDR is gonna be a quick one. This is basically kind of what my house looks like. About 95% accuracy according to Lentip, considering that he's been to my house. So as we go inside, we have the hallway, basically like a coat hanger thingy and whatever. And then on the left, there's a room, basically, that I'm not using, so anyone who would be living here with me has a giant room to themselves. There's also an interconnected, like, storage area. Down the right here is basically my living room that we have here, where, said cats go, chill. Basically also where I sometimes chill in case I have company over. And then we have the kitchen, where I, do regular kitchen stuff, all kinds of food stuff. Oven thingy, microwave, fridge, retro kitchen. Then if you go further, we have the little interconnected room where I do my laundry, where my bathroom is, which is a bit of a smaller one, but it fits. And that's basically where I do the cleaning stuff. Sometimes regularly, not always. Then opposite to that would be my garage, where all my junk is, like a lot of like crap and stuff is just being tossed in there. Also where my motorcycle is, or my car, depending on the situation. There is also a pantry and a toilet thing here, and connected to the kitchen. Sorry that I'm just skimming over these hackets just because I don't have much time left, basically, to stream. But then, if you go upstairs, there's one room here to the left that is unused, but that I used to use for my archery streams by shooting down the roofs, basically from one side to the other. Speaking of which, this other room is basically my dressing room, where there are 2 jars of wardrobe thingies, where I can put my clothes in, but I only use one of the 2. And then we have our bedroom here. Nothing really much going on, nothing too special. Just a regular bedroom stuff with the TV and whatever. This is where I lay down, for example, when I was sick. This is basically where I was most of the time. Just chilling in my bed, using my laptop and a wireless keyboard just to chill from my bed while I'm using a giant screen TV. Then across to that is basically the room that I'm in right now, where I am currently streaming, and if I would be streaming, I would be sitting right here in this chair, which is what I'm doing right now. And also, you also have this abomination walking around the house. Very, very spooky, very, very weird. Try to avoid as much as you can. Very dangerous, very lethal. Has a tendency to say something stupid. Stuff like that. Oh yeah, super smelly. Giga smelly. But yeah, that's basically it. Nothing, nothing of interest to see here. But how about this? I will have to end the stream here and now because, well, I have to get ready for work, get all suited up, and all that shenanigan. And hopefully that I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's stream. And that we creatures, yeah, I'm indeed no, not me, not me. I meant this one right here, the one that you see on screen right now. Yeah, that's the weird one, not me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and you guys are always more than welcome whenever. And I just hope that you enjoyed the stream, right? Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and if you guys want to DM me, you always can. And if there's anything that I can do to help you out with, let me know. So for the time being, I would say do take care, have a good night's rest, stick around for the raid, and remember that I love you all for being you.